Have you ever seen smartphones as personal mirrors reflecting traits and actions? Now add narcissism to the mix. Get ready to expose how such narcissists use smartphones to spread manipulation and toxicity. Number 1. Social media spying. Dr. Romani Dervasola, an expert on narcissism, says that narcissists are all about this social media stalking game. They can't resist checking out your posts, photos, and how you interact with others. And guess what? Narcissists have their game plan too. They strategically use their profiles to make themselves seem desirable or like they're living an enviable life. Dr. Lisa Jordan, a psychiatrist, said, "Hold up, people. Narcissists are not just passively scrolling through your feed for entertainment. They're doing it to feel like they're in control. They're trying to keep this invisible leash on you by knowing all these details about your life that you haven't even told them about." Sneaky, right? 2 GPS tracking games. Narcissists could use those location-sharing apps to track your whereabouts. They want to be in control all the time, and this control makes them feel powerful. You know that feeling when you're playing a game where you're in charge? It's like that for them, but instead of a game, it's your life they're tracking. It can mess with your sense of privacy. Imagine if you couldn't even go out with friends without them knowing exactly where you were. They're invading your personal space. This invasion of privacy can make you feel like you're walking on eggshells, always worried about what they might think or do. Number 2. Technology-enabled manipulation. Dr. Dervasola emphasizes how narcissists can manipulate you through technology by exploiting insecurities, fear, and a desire for validation. They may use apps, messages, and social media as tools to gain leverage in the relationship. Everyone has little insecurities, fears, and that nagging need for validation. Well, narcissists are like experts at finding these emotional buttons and then pushing them all, thanks to their phones. They might drop a comment that makes you doubt yourself or play on your fears, getting under your skin without even being in the same room. It's like they're manipulating you from miles away. Experts believe they do this because it's all about control. Narcissists thrive on feeling powerful and having the upper hand. By using technology to mess with your emotions, they're asserting their dominance in the relationship without even having to face you directly. Number 3. The passive-aggressive posts. Imagine you're scrolling through your social media feed, and you come across a post that seems a little off. It's not directly mentioning you, but it has this undertone that feels like it was for you. It may be a cryptic status update or a vague tweet. This is what experts call the scroll and sting maneuver. Dr. Jessica Myers, an expert in this field, points out that narcissists use passive-aggressive tactics online. They're doing this to get a reaction out of you, to mess with your emotions, and to manipulate you. They're dangling bait in front of you, hoping you'll bite. Dr. Myers says these passive-aggressive posts are a setup. Narcissists are trying to provoke you and stir up your emotions. But here's the cool part. Instead of falling into that trap, she suggests considering a digital detox. It means taking a break from the online world and stepping away from social media. It can be super empowering because you're not letting their manipulation get to you. Number 4. The love bombing blitz. Have you ever heard the term love bomb? It's when someone showers you with attention and affection like confetti at a party. But it's not always as innocent as it sounds. According to Dr. Craig Malkin, narcissists use this love bombing to play with emotions. They want to quickly establish a kind of fake closeness that can make you more vulnerable to their influence. Dr. Malkin said that when narcissists go all in with the lovey-dovey texts and emojis, they're not doing it just to be adorable. Narcissists are trying to mess with your feelings and get into your head. These narcissists want to create this speedy and intense connection with you, trying to make you feel like you've known each other forever, even if you've only just started chatting. They're pulling the strings to make you feel super close to them, and that's where the manipulation comes in. Number 5, digital gaslighting. Dr. Dervasola warns us about digital gaslighting. Narcissists might manipulate your perception of reality through texts or social media posts, making you doubt your memory or judgment. They could deny saying something they did or even edit conversations to suit their narrative. This digital gaslighting thing isn't just about memory and reality, it's about control. Narcissists try to control the story of what happened so that they always come out on top. They're like those sneaky authors who rewrite history in their favor. Number 6, constant texting and calling. Dr. Dervasola mentions that narcissists use constant texting and calling to maintain control over you. They're casting a web to keep you trapped in their drama. When your phone constantly rings with their messages, it's hard to focus on anything else. It's almost like they're pulling you into their little world, where their needs and wants take center stage. And the more they can keep you wrapped up in their messages, the less likely you are to have time for yourself or to think about what's best for you. This behavior can also stem from their need for attention and validation. Dr. Malkin explains that narcissists crave constant attention to boost their fragile self-esteem. By bombarding you with messages and calls, they're fishing for compliments and reassurance that you're always there for them. Number 7, taking pictures or recording videos during your intimate or private activities. Imagine having a personal cozy moment with someone, maybe a romantic partner, a close friend, or by yourself. It's a time when you're being your true, unguarded self. Imagine someone swooping in and starting to capture that moment without your permission. Not a great feeling, right? Psychologists say this behavior could stem from a narcissist's need for attention and control. They might want to show off or brag about their lives, and using your private moments could be a way for them to boost their image. It's like they're using your experience to make themselves look good. Number 8, public shaming. Narcissists might use their phones to play nasty mind games like public shaming. They take your private stuff and throw it out online for everyone to see, to embarrass and control you. Psychologists say narcissists do this to boost their ego. By putting you down in public, they're trying to make themselves look better in comparison. Dr. Malkin dives into the idea of narcissists craving admiration. By humiliating you publicly, they might get the instant rush of attention and control they want. Number 9, narcissists will perform scams and pranks on you using their phones. Dr. Malkin says narcissists are more interested in dominance than closeness, so they use their devices to control and deceive. So those pranks and scams are not just harmless fun, they're ways for narcissists to show they're in charge and keep you guessing. Think about it. This way, when they pull off a trick or scam using their phone, they get attention, even if it's negative, and that's like fuel for their ego. It's like a cycle. They do something to get a reaction, and no matter how you respond, they win in their twisted way. We've delved into the wild world of narcissists and their sneaky phone tactics. Remember, knowledge is power. By recognizing these behaviors, you're already one step ahead in protecting yourself from their manipulative ways. So keep your phone safe and your boundaries solid. And if you ever feel trapped in their web, don't hesitate to ask for help from friends, family, or a professional. Stay wise, stay strong, and keep those narcissists at bay. Your mental well-being deserves nothing less.